Okay, let's give you guys some more practice. So work out the arc length from 0 to pi over 4. So pi over 4 is roughly around here. Pi over 4 is roughly here. So work out the arc length from 0 to pi over 4. So to pi over 4 will be here. So work out this arc length here. Okay, so press pause and have a go. Okay, so to do this, the arc length is equal to, well, we need to square the arc. So we need to put this arc into here. And then looking at the formula for the arc length, we need to square dr by d theta. So we need to differentiate this. We need to find dr by d theta. Once we've got dr by d theta, we can put it into here, and then we need to square it. So our next step is to find dr by d theta. So looking at r here. So looking at r, hang on. So looking at r equals this, we need to differentiate it to obtain dr by d theta. So when you differentiate this, hang on. When you differentiate this, visualize it as cos theta over 3, and then all that stuck in a bubble to the power of 3. So when you come to differentiate it, this goes down here, so it would be 3, and then the bubble stays intact, cos theta over 3. The power gets minus by 1, and then you've got to times with the derivative of the bubble itself, which would be sine theta over 3. But then you've got to times with this inner bubble here, so that would be 1 over 3, blah, blah, blah. From here, differentiate it, it will then give you this. And then tidy this up, it will then give you this. So now we've got dr by d theta. So looking at this, looking at the formula for the arc length, we need to square dr by d theta, and then later on we need to square this as well. Well, when you square this, it will become cos to the power 6 theta over 3. So our next step is to square our dr by d theta. So hang on. So we've just worked out dr by d theta. Now we've got to square it. So when you square this, it will then become this. So square this, and it will become this. Okay, and then square the r, square this r here. That will then become this. So the arc length is given by us evaluating this from 0 to pi over 4. So now looking at this, hang on. Now looking at this, factorize out the cos to the power of 4. Cos to the power of 4. So factorize out cos to the power of 4. That will then give you this. And remember this, cos squared theta plus sine squared theta equals 1. Whenever you have an exact same angle, it will equal 1. Here it is an exact same angle, even though it's a third of an angle, but it is, this angle here is exactly the same as this angle here. So this whole thing here will become 1. So this whole thing here will then become this. And then when you square root this, it will become this. By right, you should consider the absolute value as well. Okay, forget about the absolute for the time being. If you square root this, it will become this. Okay. By right, you should consider the absolute value, but because our range is from our domain is from 0 to pi over 4. We are always in the positive realm. Forget about this if you don't understand what I'm talking about. The point here is that if you square root this, it will then become this. By right, you should consider the absolute value, but because we are from 0 to pi over 4, we're never going to be in the negative realm anyways. Well, okay, forget about that absolute thing. Okay, from here, that will then take us to here, and then to integrate this, every time you want to integrate cos squared or sine squared, you should think about this. If looking at this, just bear this in mind. If you have an angle theta, then this thing here will be, this angle here will be twice this angle here. So making use of this, we can break this down to this. Okay, so just notice that this angle here is twice bigger than this angle here. So looking at this here, it's going to be times, looking at the angle here, if you want it twice as big, then multiply to the top, so that will then become this. So this is this bit here. Okay, well, this thing here will then become this. Okay, and then now it's easy to integrate. So now it's just a matter of integrating this. Integrate that, it will then give you this. Integrate this, it will then give you this. And then put this into here, put this into here, and then later on put this into here, put this into here. That will then give you this. That will then give you this. And then when you want to, well, if you see sine pi over 6, pi over 6 plus pi over the angle pi over 6. Don't forget, from here to here is pi. Pi over 6 is really pi over 6 is like 30 degrees. Well, if you think about 30 degrees, then you should think about this famous triangle where the height is 1, the hypotenuse is 2, the adjacent has no choice but to be root 3. But if you're so this angle here is 30 degrees, but it is also pi over 6 in radians. So sine this will be 1 over 2. So this block here is really a half. So that block there is really a half. And then blah blah, this whole thing here will then become this. This is your final answer. Okay.